So I hope you guys are enjoying Fro Flo just as much as I enjoy reading y'all's comments in the comment section. I had to pull this comment out because, listen, I have traveled across the country and to Europe. I've encountered a number of naturals who are like, "Oh, my hair is definitely not going to do that." Now your hair is going to do something. I don't know what that is. However, and I get comments like this all the time. This one comment here was definitely very interesting. Roya, hey girl. She was like, when the client wakes up the next day, she's going to be saying, my hair ain't got no curls. Now I'm going to have to do my hair all over after spending $400. That doesn't happen here in my salon. Now, let me say this. I'm not going to say I've never had a experience where something I did didn't work. That has happened. And I usually have those clients come back into the salon. If Let me say this, any client I've ever worked with whose hairstyle didn't last as long, and I always tell clients their hair can last anywhere from 3, 7, sometimes 10 days. If it doesn't last at least 3 days, I will resell their hair. So that's always been an offer to any client I ever worked with. If I did their hair and the style did not last, they are more than welcome to come back in. They can message me, send me an email, and I will restyle their hair. So I want to say that. So if that does happen where the hair doesn't last like till the next day, now my short hair girlies, we're figuring things out. And so what does last look like for them? However, believe it or not, Ashley messaged me the following day after this appointment, and she left this message here. So Ashley sent me this message and she says, my hair has never looked this fresh on day three. Day three. Not the next day, friend, day three. And I had a client recently that came to me actually this past week, and she's a short hair girly too, and she was having some issues with her hairstyle lasting, and she too got about 3 days out of her set. Like her hair looked bomb and she was gonna wash it. So it is possible to get more than a 24 hours out of a $400 visit to the salon. And there's other things that go along with that, of course, meaning like the condition of the person's hair, how that person sleeps. I mean, the conditions outside sometimes can have an impact. But I will tell you that if ever any of my clients come into the salon, get their hair done, and the hair did not last more than 24 hours, they have always had the opportunity to email me and let me know. And I will schedule time for them to come back into the salon for me to reset their hair, so that we can find out if it was indeed my technique, was it the application, or was it the products that I chose. And I'll tell you this, I've experienced on a number of occasions where people don't think their hair is going to last, or they're just unsure because they themselves have never gotten their hair to last. And so I understand there's a trust factor there, and sometimes we're working as a stylist. I have to allow that trust to be built. And part of that trust is me, nailing a set. So I've been nailing it, sis. I mean, now I'm not gonna say I nail it every single time. There are some times I haven't. And like I said, when I don't nail it, the door is always open for a client to come back in for me to try again. So I'm always down for a challenge. Just know that. So if ever you're in town, friend, in Chicago area, when I'm looking for a guest, I hope that you sign up so we can, do you want to? You know what I mean? But until next week, until the next episode of Fro Flo, this particular episode that's coming up, I'm actually pretty excited about, just because, some of y'all just be wanting stuff to be done fast, and we got to slow down just a little bit. So stay tuned for the next episode of Fro and Flow. See y'all around.